Hello and welcome. My name is Evgeny Rusakov and you're watching your favorite TVP World program, Interview from Vilnius. When we hear the word recruitment, many of us imagine spies and secret operations. But today, recruitment can begin on social media, in online games, or in messaging apps used by children every day. Experts warn that manipulators increasingly target young people through trust, friendship, and seemingly harmless online interactions. How does this work, and what can parents do to protect their children? To discuss this, we are joined by Marius Pareščius, cybersecurity evangelist. Marius, thank you for joining us today, sir. Glad to see you in our studio.
Hello.
So, this term, child recruitment, it may sound alarming, but many people are unfamiliar with how it actually works. So could you please explain what it is, how it typically begins, and how it evolves over time?
It's a very hard topic, even for me. I'm seeing that kind of activities for more than 20 years. It's not only Lithuania, it's the whole world. The world becoming virtual. Everything goes to online. Children even don't want to go outside of a house. They're just sitting and playing. Recruitment is when the adult or group of deliberated drones a child into serving their purpose. That could be sexual exploration. It can be crime, digital crime or physical crime, or even drug or money mule things. Sometimes it's even hostile state tasks like arson or sabotage of something. In some states, they're doing some kind of spying actions. Sometimes it's just some photos from some kind of evacuation of a school. We had that kind of things. They're doing photo shoots, they're doing videos, and sending them to the Telegram bots just to share information. The owner of bot usually uses this information to spread some kind of information to other countries and to show social insecurity of your country. And that kind of activities is done by children. Sometimes it's child from 10 to 16, 18 years. They think what they're doing good thing, and we're receiving some kind of social money inside the games, inside the social portals. It's virtual money to play games.
Currency.
Virtual currency, it's not bitcoins. It's almost impossible to convert it to real money, but it's the virtual money for some kind of achievements inside the game to play game faster.
In your article, you wrote that recruitment often begins with, not with threats, but with friendship, trust, and, well, as you've already mentioned, small rewards. Why is this approach so effective, in your opinion?
I think children want to have some small money. They don't receive it from family.
From their parents.
They can't earn it on internet. So they found the way how to
get those money.
Yeah, and it's very interesting. Sometimes it's just small talk. Sometimes children just saying, "Oh, I'm just have my virtual friend online. He very polite. He talking with me every day. He greeting me in the mornings and when I go to sleep."
He goes to sleep.
Sometimes some children have some kind of communities inside the games to have some kind of plan and activities with joint team work inside the game. That's just beginning. Slowly in becoming some kind of a virtual community I can achieve because I did as much tasks as possible. We saw next to it activities like Blue Whale.
Oh yes, or Momo.
Yes, it's games when children doing some tasks,
Some tasks, that's right.
achieving some kind of activities on some quests. They're going to do something.
And I guess we have to remind here that that blue whale, for example, was led to some suicides, for example, in Russia, Kazakhstan, and some other countries as well.
And in Lithuania too.
Why are children attractive targets for recruiters?
There is no responsibility for the ones who sitting at other side of the monitor and who using children as just some kind of lemmings who can go to do something for small reward. And it looks like a game, and children like to have some pocket money to buy a Coke, to buy some kind of sweets. If a family is not
Rich?
the child will try to find a way how to receive these pennies.
What mistakes do children and their parents make that can make this recruitment easier?
Parents don't have time for their children.
Is this...
They just coming home after hard work, and they just letting children do everything what they want. Nobody
controls.
Nobody controls. Nobody looking what children do at night. Children cheating somehow. They have some kind of virtual friends. They have games with some kind of tournaments at night. They're sitting next to the computer. They're sleeping for 4 hours, sometimes even for free. Sometimes they're talking through the bots.
Okay.
It's almost impossible to catch the recruiter.
It's brilliant that you've mentioned this topic. So here's my next question. How difficult is it for law enforcement and security services to identify and stop those involved in child recruitment online?
They're hiding and doing that kind of activities outside the European Union zone. It's impossible to get them physically. They're using some kind of technical things to hide themselves, to hide the IP addresses they're contacting. They're using some techniques. They're using Telegram bots, they're using WhatsApp bots, Viber bots, even they're using Discord. And sometimes it's impossible to catch the administrator who is have virtual server on Discord to catch the customers who using and hiding themselves inside these gamified platforms.
So does that mean that we literally have no chances to catch the ones who stand behind this?
There is no that activities with name no chance. Okay. No, it's every time there is possibilities to catch someone who doing mistakes. There is some specialists, experts who know how to find their way, how to mark these recruiters, how to catch the evidences online, how to catch the connectivity and the bot services they're using. I know the situations when recruiters who use children to share narcotics, even in Lithuania, they were catched.
Now talking about artificial intelligence, how did this one change the nature of child recruitment and online manipulation?
AI helping to find new way how to reach children. Sometimes we're doing some kind of impersonalization, and they hiding themselves by changing person Sometimes we even showing documents which are just painted.
Okay.
Sometimes we're using AI to create characters and people, photos, some kind of videos was created by AI. So it's not difficult to impersonate by different person. It's impossible to do that kind of things physically, but now computers and AI helping to change that kind of things. They're just typing in and talking with you with your childish slang, that kind of things.
Okay, now here's the question then. As a parent, how can parents tell that their child may have been recruited? And what would be your advice to all those parents that are watching this, this program right now?
The first thing, I think, we need to talk with our children. We don't have time for that. Sometimes you can count even minutes how much you spend every day to communicate with your children. We must start to talk with him. The easiest thing to prevent this kind of activities in the future, we need to understand our children, the first thing. Second thing, we need to explain them what that kind of activities will happen next day. Nobody knows when. But when children are ready to receive that kind of offers, they're becoming and feeling themselves like James Bond. They feeling themselves as a spy who want to catch these kind of people. And they starting to record. They recording their chats. They collecting information. They calling their parents as it's happening. Daddy, I just received a phone call from a scammer. This is the phone number. He will call me back in 2 hours when I will be at home, and you will be too. Let's talk with him. They're doing that kind of game, and they're pretending themselves as, yeah,
as the children. Recruited.
Yeah, and they starting to communicate with governmental institutions.
That's very important.
In Lithuania, we have police. We have special forces who working with child abusement and sexual exploitation of the children. That kind of things must be done from parent side, yeah, from beginning.
Okay, my last question here then. Is banning the use of social networks and other platforms a way out of the current situation?
Yeah, I heard about situations in Australia, in United Kingdom, and other countries thinking about possibility to ban children who are as younger as 16.
So is this the way out?
Yeah, I'm not sure. The children will find their way how to connect to these networks and how to use them. There will be situations when will you, as a parent, will see the children sitting and doing his homework, but the children will use special applications to hide his real activity. It will be not easy to catch them and to find the way how to free children from these kind of activities. Don't let the situation be worse than now. Let it be as is.
Talk
to your kids and try to find the way how you will become, as I mentioned,
the hero.
The hero.
Okay, Marius, I have to say that we've mentioned a really important topic today, and I really thank you for joining us today in our studio, and I really hope to see you in our studio with some new and, again, very important topic.
Thank you.
And I would like to remind our viewers that our guest for today was cybersecurity evangelist Marius Pareščius. You're watching TVP World. Stay with us.